Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the tutorial playthrough of Tropico 6 closed beta. Yes! I'm glad you came back. Right, if you haven't seen part 1, by the way, there'll be a link in the video description. I'll put together a playlist. And for any of you who didn't spot the llama first time around, there he is, look! See him wandering around? Llama! We love llamas. We need more llamas. We haven't seen too many llamas so far. Haven't been too many llama jokes. We're going to continue with the tutorial. Chapter 3, Government.
Government. This is Loyal Penultimo's specialist subject. I have all the specs and diagrams at home.
Of course, I learned everything from the greatest politician of all time, you, Presidente. It's a pleasure to watch you work. May I video it? No. Is that too creepy? Of course, Presidente, you know best. Oh dear, I love Penultimo. Complete all the tutorial tasks. Yes, we will. A major fun part of being a dictator is coming up with new rules, issuing edicts, and changing the constitution for a bigger impact. But one step at a time. To research, we first need a building that generates knowledge. Have a library. All right then, we'll build a library. Here we go. Media and education, library. Where are we going to put it? It's a good question. Actually, let's zoom out. Is it suggesting anywhere specific? No, it's not. It just says anywhere. So let's have the library. I don't know. Maybe which way round do I want it? Does this have a road? No, this doesn't have a road connection, so we can put it pretty much anywhere we want. Let's have it opposite El Presidente. It's a nice building for him to look at. So let's get that built. Quick build because we've got 200,000. Boom. To work in a library, a Tropican needs to have a high school education. Other workplaces even require a college education. You can build high schools and colleges to educate your people over time. For now, we want educated workers quickly, so let's get some from abroad. Hire a foreign worker to the library, have at least one employee registered at the library. So, we go over here, just left click, hire a foreign worker. Boom. Do I want to really do that? Yes, I really do. Okay, so crank it up to 4 times speed. And hopefully somebody will come from abroad. Let's see, we've got a freighter coming in. We're going to message up here if we get the person. We've got 2 people on board, 3 people on board. So depends if one of them was that foreign worker or whether we've got to wait for the next freighter. Don't know. Is anybody heading up here to work here? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like we've got to wait for the next freighter. Is there anything cool? You know what? Let's have a look at the building. While we're waiting. Nice buildings on there. Oh, they got there. So just as I start to look, the library workers generate knowledge so that you can use to research new regime tools like building work modes, constitution amendments, and edicts. Research wealth tax. Okay. Research. Wealth tax. And knowledge required. 94. Wealth tax. 1500. Okay. So I need some more knowledge. So let's. Well, we're running it on times 4. I don't know how long it's going to take to generate 94 knowledge. Probably not that long. Let's see. Are we moving along yet? Oh, we're halfway there. We only need 50. So we're generating loads. Let's see. Does it tell us how much we're actually generating? Probably does somewhere. Knowledge. Last month 30 a month, so 3 months. Issue the wealth tax edict and issue the industrialization edict. Most edicts can be toggled on and off. By having them run for a certain time, these edicts can be leveled up, which decreases their running costs, improves their effects, or mitigates their negative effects. In contrast, some edicts have a fixed effect and can only be issued again after a cooldown time has passed, like the industrialization edict. So if we go and have a look, the wealth tax, that's just like it's either on or off. So
for some reason, other nations never quite manage to properly tax the wealthiest people. Tropico could make some sweet moolah by raising a tax that only affects the wealthiest citizens. It's free money in the treasury, and the only downside is the burning hatred of the capitalists. Besides, the communists are likely to view this as rather hilarious.
I do love Penultimo. Some sweet moolah. You get so excited by money. Issue the edict. So that's like on. It's either on or it's off. But we've also got industrialisation. This runs for 2 years and then it has a cooldown of 4 years, and it decreases costs of all industrial buildings by 50%. Boom.
With a program for industrialization, we can plan far enough ahead to make money, but not so far ahead as to have to worry about environmental impact. With just one not-so-small upfront fee, we can slash the cost of building each and every new factory. It is not only a great way to boost the economy, but it also helps fill our skies with the pleasing wispiness of chimney smoke.
Quite right. Issue the edict. Boom. Done. Next, please. A great tool for pleasing factions and receiving gameplay bonuses is the Ministry. Here we go. It allows you to assign ministers this is going back to Tropico 4. It wasn't in Tropico 5. It allows you to assign ministers recommended by the various factions to the individual departments to boost the corresponding aspects of the Tropican nation. Have a ministry and appoint a minister for any of the departments. Okay, fine. Some buildings require a blueprint. Don't think we're going to cover blueprints too much, but it's pretty straightforward. So, government and finance, ministry. Let's build it. It's kind of cool building. I like this building. I think this should be over here. Yeah. It doesn't have a road connection, does it? No, it doesn't. So let's just plonk it there. If we fast build it, yeah, quick build, boom. There it was. Done. Zoom in a little bit. Nice building. Right, so let's hire somebody. So we've got a religious candidate, a communist, a militarist, and a capitalist. Who do we want to cheer up? I don't know. Maybe the capitalists. They're pretty darned low. Let's cheer up the capitalists. So what did I want? I wanted not research. I wanted this building. That's what I wanted. Oh, ministry menu. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry. So what did I want? I wanted capitalists, didn't I? Angel Benitez. Let's assign you. Only well-off, rich and filthy rich Tropicans have access to education. Increases efficiency of education buildings by 25. Yeah, so, boom. Done. Cha-ching. Era progression. There are 4 eras. Now, this is a concept that came in with Tropico 5. There are 4 eras: colonial, world wars, Cold War, and modern times, each symbolised by the small icon in the lower left corner next to the current date, which is there. It's very small. To advance into the next era, you need to complete progression tasks. These activate automatically over time. Following their objectives will bring you into the next era. Now wait for the progression tasks to appear in the task tracker. This might be a good opportunity to increase the game speed. Wait for the progression tasks to activate and reach the Cold War. Okay. So we just got to wait for it. We're on ×4. So what should we look at while we're waiting? Now we were looking at this build. Okay, the game doesn't want me to look closely at that building. I don't know why. Okay, progress to the Cold War, or maybe later, I'm not ready. Usually, you have to complete a series of progression tasks. This is actually worth knowing, or worth commenting on. You have to complete a series of progression tasks in order to reach the next era. For tutorial purposes, we shortened it down to the click of a button. The main takeaway is that you can ultimately decide for yourself how long to stay in each era, and that's the thing that I like. If you want to rush through the eras, you can just rush through them, or if you want to just like hang around in an era for a long time because you want to play pirates in the colonial era or something, then you can. So there you go. Right, let's go. Progress to the Cold War.
The wars are over, Presidente. I would kiss you if it was not treason to do.
Yeah, don't kiss me, penultimate, please. Starting with the World Wars, Tropico has a constitution. Every time you progress to the next era, you need to decide on new mandatory constitution topics. Additional constitution topics are optional and can be unlocked later via research. The constitution can only be renewed several years after signing it, after elections, on public demand, or when progressing to a new era. Decide on mandatory topics and sign the new constitution. So, what should we have? Voting rights. Wealthy citizens, let's have all citizens voting. Pacifist, militia, or professional soldiers. I think we're going to go with militia. If you want them, then just pause and read them yourself. But we'll go with militia. We'll go with energy efficiency. It's kind of in between the two. This increases pollution by 50%, but it increases the efficiency. This one does the opposite. So let's go for the middle ground. Separation of powers. Right. Well, forget that. We want no separation. Citizen action costs are decreased by 90%, except for bribes. Global liberty is decreased by 10%, and basically it puts us as a supreme leader. The way we like it. Confirm changes. Boom. Okay. By the way, it doesn't actually tell you how to get out of this screen. And the only way to get out that I've found, I mean, if I click outside, no, that doesn't do it. There's no way to... There should be a close option, but there isn't one. The only way I find to get out is the escape key. Boom. Okay, well, there you go. Bear in mind this is a beta, so maybe they just haven't stuck that button on you. I have no idea. Governing Tropico is not only about ruling your country and your people, but also about finding your place amongst the leaders of the world and standing your ground. Every era introduces its own set of global superpowers that will make demands in exchange for improving your relations. Very similar to dealing with the internal factions. Superpowers do not affect the opinions of your people, but will support or oppose you in the fields of diplomacy, trade, and even war. Have an embassy, invite the Eastern Bloc, and then inspect the diplomacy tab in the almanac and ask the Eastern Bloc for financial aid. That was a bit of a mouthful, that was. Right, the embassy. Where are we going to have... Well, I suppose we're having all the government kind of buildings over here, so... let's have a bit of an embassy going. It's quite a posh building. Quite like that. Let's rotate it that way and slot it in there. Boom. We'll quick build that, because we've got loads of cash. Right, invite the Eastern Bloc. So we can either invite the Eastern Bloc or the Western powers. We'll take the Eastern Bloc. Right, and then we want to ask for financial aid. Boom.
Governance is your vocation, Presidente. Your calling. The people cannot govern themselves. They are too small. They need you.
Quite right. It's just such an ego boost penalty. I love him. It's a sacred covenant. You sacrifice everything to lead them, except for riches, power, and anything else that you want. And in return, they do as you say, and together all benefit, except the people. But without you, they are nothing. Right, and that's it. Right, should we do the next one? I think we should do the next one. Let's do it.
Cars, boats, telepheric gondolas. Your mighty arm reaches everywhere, but the people, they must be transported.
I don't know if I mentioned this in part at the beginning of part 1 where I was talking about the new stuff, but new transport methods. Oh yeah, telerific gondolas. Can't wait for that. Of course, this is fraught with danger. Poorly built roads create unplanned happenings, while bridges are deliberately built over troubling waters. Elevators? They're so obviously traps, Presidente. Without you, the people would never get anywhere. Let's go. Let's do it. At some point, you'll want to expand across the sea, for instance, to build an oil well on the oil deposit on the volcano island. The basic way to expand to other islands is to construct a landing. It allows your construction workers to travel to the... It's a ferry basically. So they can travel to the new island and erect additional buildings. Hint, construction workers will currently embark from your dock. To reduce their travel time, you can build a landing on the beach facing the volcano island. Cool. Build a landing, construct a landing on the volcano island, and build an oil well on the volcano island. So, let's zoom out. So, on the central island, if we want to reduce the amount of time, it said, we can build a landing over here. So, let's do that. Let's put a landing. We need to rotate that way. Oh, but I can't. Oh, it actually restricts you to here for now. So let's put that one in, and then let's put another one on the opposite side. So we want another one over here. Can I put you in now? No, it says build one over here, but it doesn't actually allow you to build one over here. Okay, maybe if I build it. Let's try it. Quick build. Boom. Now let's see. Can I landing? Can I put one in now? Let's see. Oh, now I can put it in. Hooray! Let's put it right there. We'll quick build that. There we go. Maybe we'll get. Oh, there we go. Now it gets built. Hooray! So now our people can get across there faster. Okay, so they can get across to this island now. Now we need to build the oil well. Now I could go to the overlays, for example, and look at, let's see, this would be natural resources, and what do we want? We want oil, don't we? Oil. So we've got 2 spots where we can build an oil well, but you don't actually need to do that, because if you go to build an oil well, it automatically gives you the overlay. Hooray. So I just thought I'd show it to you though. Yeah. So flip it around, and let's plonk it down. Now if I put it there, I should be able to have a straight road. Yeah. So let's get you quick built. we got 200,000 again, so we can just quick build everything. And we need to hook it up to a road, I think. Do I need to hook it up to a road? Let's see. No, that's the next task. The operating range of Teamsters is limited to the road network they are connected to. In other words, you've got to have at least one per island. To ship goods from one island to another, you need Teamster ports. Hint, instead of building one from scratch, you can refit the landing to a Teamster port. Have a Teamster port on the volcano island and connect it. Okay, so we can just go down here and we can refit this to a Teamster port. Cha-ching! And there it was done. And then hook it up with the road. Try and do it down to there. Can I then... Yeah. Just run that across like that. There we go. All done. Bridges! Now, here we are. This is what some of you, if you're anything like me, have been waiting for. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. Tropicans commute a lot between their homes, their jobs, and all the buildings they visit to satisfy their happiness aspects. Improving the time it takes them not only makes them happier, but also improves your economy. Travel time is idle time. Starting in the World War era, you can build bridges to connect close islands with each other more efficiently, but also at a higher cost. Connect the center island roads to the volcano island roads by building a bridge. Now, let's do this. So, I'm actually going to build two bridges to show you that there are two styles basically. So, if let's run from let's run this kind of like to there, and then can I? Oh yeah, I can. So this is one style of bridge. Let's run it to there, which gives you the nice suspension bridge. But you notice that it had to be dead straight. But you can also build not straight bridges. And then it gives you the kind of thing, I'm going to have to go over here a bit. But then it gives you the kind of thing that you'd see like maybe in the Florida Keys or something without, it's just an elevated road like that, which apparently I can't build from there. So now I just need to connect this together at this end. So let's just run that across. Let's do it like that. There we go. Cool. Parking decks. In Tropico, we do not just park in the streets. Every driving tour needs to start and end in a building. That's why you need to provide some parking decks here and there to enable citizens to use cars. Construct a parking deck on the center island and one on the volcano. All right, let's go parking deck. So we want one over here, and it's indicating somewhere in this blue area. Well, we want it in the city somewhere. So let's have, yeah, that'll do. Oh, do we really want it across from the presidential palace? Well, apparently we do, so that's where it's going. And we want another one. Actually, you know what? I'll quick build that. Quick build that, and we'll get another one over here, which we'll put over by the oil well. So we want to flip that around, don't we? That way. Let's leave a little gap. There we go. That'll do. And quick build that as well. Bosh. Cha-ching. Done. Hooray. There was much rejoicing. Depending on the current era and the individual's economic wealth, not everyone can afford a car. To provide faster travel for less prosperous citizens, there are some public transportation options like buses, teleferic, and the metro. Let's establish a bus line, allowing people living near the oil well to visit the buildings on Center Island. Awesome. So bus garage and set up a line. So let's have bus garage. Where should we put the? Let's have the bus garage over here, maybe. Yeah, let's put it over here, and we'll quick build that, of course. Ching. Then we'll place a starting bus stop over by the oil well. So let's have that. Yeah, there, it's fine. And then go back to the bus station and place an ending bus stop over by this one. So let's put it right outside. Why not? Electric power. Buildings from later eras are increasingly dependent on electrical power and will not work properly until enough power is provided. You're gonna need to build a power plant. Since it requires coal to function, you first need to build a coal mine and place the power plant close to it, as well as add another Teamster's office. So we want a coal mine on the waterfall island and a Teamster's office and a power plant. Okay, the waterfall island is over here. Cool. So what do we want? We want a mine. Let's grab mine. That's going to go in here. Just need to have this pointing down here somewhere. So let's pop that there. We'll quick build that. Oh, they can't reach that construction site. Connect islands with landings or bridges first. So, what do you think? Should we have a bridge? Yeah, we've got cash. Let's have a freaking bridge. What do I want? I want a road. Road. And, oh, shall I do, now I can do a curvy bridge, can't I? Yeah. So, let's have you like that. And then just curve you around like that kind of thing. There we go. And then we want you pointing up there, don't we? And is that connected? Yes, that's connected. Hooray! So that's hooked up. Now I should be able to tell that to quick build. Boom. And then so that's the coal mine. Then I want a power station, don't I? I've got Teamster's office. Let's do that first. Let's have that, I guess, closer down here. So let's rotate you there. Let's put you a bit further up so that we can maybe put a road off there if we need to. And quick build that. And then finally, the power plant. And now, even though this is weird because it puts this overlay up, which kind of makes you think, oh, I can't build here because it's red, or I shouldn't build here because it's red. But in actual fact, it's just saying that there's no electricity. This is the electricity overlay, which is kind of weird. So we should put this up here, like as pretty much as close to the coal station as possible. I'll leave room to get a road in if I want, and pop it in there. And let's quick build that. Boom. Right, that's that. We're done. Construct an arcade on the waterfall island. That's a happiness building. Let's read this. Power producing buildings feed electricity into a power grid around them. Only buildings inside this grid will be supplied with electricity. Overlapping power grids will merge into one, accumulating produced power as well as consumption. Make sure to not have more power consumed than you are producing. Kind of obvious, because buildings with insufficient power supply are inoperable. Right. As I say, so we want 2 arcades, waterfall and volcano, and then electric substations to connect them together. Okay, so arcades, entertainment, arcade. So we want one on the waterfall island, which is here. So now, has this got a road connection? No, it hasn't. Let's spin it around that way, I think. Should we have it opposite the Teamsters? Yeah, go on, why not? And we'll quick build that. And we want another one, entertainment, and one on arcade. There we go. Now, this was the volcano island we wanted. I need to press Control to zoom out. So that needs to be over here somewhere. Let's put it by, yeah, by the car park. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, not was in designated. Was it? Yeah, waterfall island and volcano island. Arcade. It's within this area. There we go. Don't know what that was about. Quick build. Boom. But they will be showing this icon saying no power. So what we need to do now is grab, where are we? Infrastructure, electric substation. We need to put a substation. I mean, to be honest, it can go pretty much anywhere. Let's put it right there. Quick build that. And then we should see on the overlay, yeah, there we go. No, it's pollution. Electricity. Now, we want that to link up to the other one, but why are you not showing me? That should be showing me a power network, and it's not. All right, well, let's put this one in over here anyway. So let's put that grid there. Quick build.
Transportation is what cities of the future need. Actually, it is what cities of the present need. Who knows about the future?
Weird. Transportation is what cities of the future need. Just remember, parking decks for cars, public transportation for everyone, and make sure there's enough power to keep everything moving. It's troublesome, but until we find a way to keep everyone at home in front of a screen, it's sadly essential.
Next stop, the Cold War. It seems like only yesterday we were in the colonial era.
It really does. Tourism. It's probably better we don't think too much about the passage of time, Presidente, but new eras mean new things, like tourists. We didn't get many of those in World War II, but now that it's over, Tropico is suddenly not just a place to bomb. Right, let's go. Build a cabana village on the waterfall island and a scenic outlook. Starting with the Cold War era, you could lure visitors from other countries to Tropico, making tourism a legitimate alternative way of making money. Tourists will spend their whole vacation visiting entertainment buildings and resting at their accommodations. Hint, many tourism-related buildings get a bonus to their efficiency when placed in areas with high beauty value. Decoration objects can increase the beauty in their vicinity. So we've got to put these two buildings in and make them look pretty. Now, just before we do that, I'm just going to bring up the electricity overlay again. Okay, so what we should have seen before, this is weird because when I played the tutorial before, we had this circle over here, which we had. When I put this one in, we should have seen a yellow circle, meaning there is a network there, but it's not overlapping this one and therefore not connected. And then you put the one in the middle and then it all goes green. That is what happened last time. So why this wasn't showing that circle here, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, it's beta, so there will be little issues here and there. I've actually seen ships pathing like across the island. don't tell anyone I said it, but yeah, I have seen them pathing across the island. But that's the only thing that that's it. In fact, that's so that little issue and the ship pathing, only two problems I've had so far playing the game. So construct. What am I doing? Shut up, Skye. Cabana Village. I want to be over by the waterfall, don't I? So I think we'll have the Cabana Beach. We'll have the Cabana Village on the beach. Yeah, somewhere down here maybe. Yeah, do a quick build on that. And then we'll grab the scenic, what is it, scenic outlook. And we'll put that over by the waterfall somewhere. What do you think? Let's turn it around that way. Let's zoom in a bit so you can see. So I'm going to have the kind of, no, actually we want it the other way, don't we? Yeah, we want it round that way so they can sit in this pergola or whatever it is and look out at the fountain. So let's pop it in there. Quick build that. And then we want some decoration. Now, you have got a bit more decoration than you had in Tropico 5. I don't think there's as much decoration as there was in Tropico 4. And I've got to say, I would have liked to have seen a bit more variety and whatever in the decoration. But again, this isn't meant to be a city builder. This is meant to be an economic and political simulation. But even so, I'd still like, I'd like to be able to dress my cities up a little bit more, have a bit more variety. But you know what? There'll be DLCs coming along with extra content, so who knows what's going to be in the pipeline. So it wants us to put a park size XXL 3x3. Let's put that down by the beach. Let me zoom out a bit. This is pretty nice down here anyway, I think. In fact, let's have a look at this. In fact, the Cabana Village is already nice enough. So we could actually put this park up here. Just to finish this, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. So if we put you, I don't know, maybe there. Okay, so tourist port. The second requirement for tourists to book a trip to Tropico is matching means of transport. Tourists will not travel on regular freighters, but either arrive via ship on the tourist dock or via plane at the airport. The chosen work mode of these buildings limits the number and economic wealth of tourist families that come with each vessel. Have a tourist port. Now, I think, does it tell me where I have to have it? No, it doesn't. So, let's get tourism, tourist port. Oh, yes, it does tell me. It tells me I've got to put it over here. So, bosh, in you go. We'll need to hook that up with a road. Let's quick build it first, actually, so that I know where the road connection is. So, quick build that. Grab a road. And I guess we want the road going behind this, kind of into the jungle kind of thing. Let's go up to there and then run it. Let's run it around like that. There we go. That'll do. Tourist types. Now you are set, and the first batch of tourists will arrive with the next tourist ship. Tourists are not so different from your own citizens. Their economic wealth is at least well off. They only have two happiness aspects, accommodations and entertainment. Every tourist has a limited time on Tropico and will depart when it's over, so they want to get as much out of it as possible. In general, tourists enjoy variety and become bored by visiting the same attractions. So you want really nice accommodations for each of the different wealth classes and loads of attractions for them to go to. Got it. Wait for the tourists to arrive and then inspect the info panel of a tourist. Well, let's. I'm already on Type 4. Now, The last time I did this... Oh, here it is. I was going to say the ship came from this direction. Now, so I go to hit the pause button to pause it. Can I can't click on it. I'd love to be able to click on it and follow it, but you can't. So let me slow it down. Have a little look. I mean, not the most awesome of models, but very presentable. It'll do. Right, let's get you into port. See, I'm spoiled by like playing things like Transport Fever, where it's all about the boats and the planes and the trains and whatever. This is a little bit different. What am I doing now? Tourist info panel. Right, let's go over here. Pick a tourist. Emma Morell.
It's so historical.
And that's so typical. Where are we? What are your thoughts? I do hope the bedlin is authentic Tropican. What, with like holes and fleas and stuff. I can't wait to get sick from eating local food. How true is that? Okay, so there you go. Next, tourist rating. Every tourist will rate their vacation on Tropico. The rating is based on how high the levels of accommodation and entertainment happiness were, modified by the variety and specific tastes of the tourist type. When departing, this rating will be added to a global rating for their type. The better the rating, the more tourists will be willing to spend their vacation on Tropico. So, better rating, more tourists. We get it. Tourist ratings can even be affected by politics, as some edicts and constitution options make Tropico more or less attractive for visitors. Tourists don't like war. Fair enough. Open and inspect the ratings on the tourism tab in the almanac. So here's, that's the economy and tourist rating. And again, it's all the easy to access stuff. You can see exactly what's going on. Let's have a look at the Cabana Village. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Settings. Tourism and entertainment buildings often offer work modes to specialise in servicing a certain tourist type, or changing the required economic wealth level. You should try orienting your accommodations and entertainment buildings towards one or two tourist types for a start. Changing the budget will increase the fee each visitor has to pay, and tourists have to pay more than the locals. To exploit this, you can exclude Tropicans via a checkbox. So let's do that. The arcade on the waterfall island. Let's... Tourists only.
They are annoying, and they are garishly dressed, but they come with money that they want to spend, and that makes them our friends.
Just like the money, don't you, Penultimo? Just remember, tourist bus to get them in, tourist accommodations to put them up, and tourist traps to pack them in. There's good money to be made from foreigners, even if you don't pick their pockets directly. Right, and there we go. That is that one. So let's do the next tutorial chapter, and I think this is the last one.
Criminals and rebels. But not the more sick at the thought of people not paying you taxes for any reason.
But you will never stop it happening if you don't learn about it, I suppose. So here we go. Yes, this is is this number 5? I think this is number 5. Yes, hidden roles. Oppressed citizens will become rebels and later join the guerrillas that are planning to overthrow you. Unemployment motivates people to become criminal, draining money from the system. Foreign spies planted by superpowers support the guerrillas. Rebels, criminals, foreign spies, and worse. Their shared similarity is that they hide their true identities. All are potentially harmful, so uncovering them is the first step if you want to deal with them. Watchtowers will randomly uncover the hidden roles of citizens nearby, while security checkpoints check vehicles passing through them. God, that's a mouthful. So, have a security checkpoint. Construct security checkpoints next to the parking decks on the centre island. 2 watchtowers. And uncover these 2 roles. Okay, let's do it. Where are we? Where are we? I don't know. Where's the centre island? Oh, we are. This is the centre island. And it's those 2 parking decks. Oh, I need to put in a couple of parking decks. So let's get parking deck. Let's spin you around so you're actually connecting to the road. There we go. So let's have a parking deck over there. And we'll have another parking deck. Where are we? Another parking deck over here. There. That'll do. And then, now we want to put in a couple of security checkpoints. Let's have one next to that one. And another one. I should have held down the shift key. Hold shift key to place the same building multiple times. I always forget that. So let's get those placed. Let's quick build these. No, I need that. There we go. I need the building, not the builder. And quick build that. Then I need a couple of watchtowers, which I think I'm going to put down here on the beach. So let's have one there, and let's have one. Let's have a couple of watchtowers down there. All right, we can quick build those as well. Boom and boom. Right, zoom in and have a little look at the watchtowers. So what we're waiting for now is for people to pass through the security checkpoints, or and be detected, or for these to detect them. Oh, we've got one. Oh, we've got both of them done. See, like, again, like, I'd love to see, like, a guy wandering around here, or, like, machine guns mounted on the top and stuff like that. Bit of animation going on would be nice. Apart from arresting, killing, and bribing, you can also institutionalise. Some interactions are only available for citizens with certain roles, like rebel leaders or crime lords. But be aware of the potential consequences. The target person and their family will remember what you did to them. Have an asylum and hospitalise a rebel. It needs to be on Waterfall Island. So, Waterfall Island is here. Should zoom into the right place. There we go. Let's get an asylum going. Public services. Asylum. Where should we put it? Should we give them a nice asylum down on the beach? Yeah, go on. There you go. Quick build that. We've got tons of cash. Alright. And hospitalise a rebel. So, it's going to tell us who to lock away. We got people, special citizens, rebels, and Raquel Garcia.
What a day.
Yeah, I've had a day as well. Institutionalise. Cost 300. Boom. There we go. Bye-bye, Raquel. Enjoy your straitjacket. Rebel attacks. Rebels are not arrested by the police as they are no immediate threat. However, if at some point they grow in numbers, they will launch a punctuated attack. I don't know what a punctuated attack is, but apparently it's a punctuated attack on one of your buildings, setting it on fire. Afterwards, the assailants leave society and become guerrillas. When rebels are attacking, you can move the camera to their target via the relevant newsfeed message. Hint, you can consult the military strength overlay to identify weak points in your defences. Witness a rebel attack and open the military strength overlay. Okay, so we've got a medium threat. Let's crank it up to 4 times. Where's the... No, hasn't started yet. Let's have a look at the military threat. The military strength, or did you say military strength? Or military threat? Military strength. So, let's have... Has it started yet? Oh, here we go. Tropico's under attack. Where? Oh, is it because I've got that open, maybe? Oh, it's here. They're going to attack this building. See, if I move over here and then click on it, there we go. Takes me straight back. Hooray. So we'll witness them attacking this. I don't know where they're coming from. No idea. But we'll have a look at the overlay in between, and while we're waiting. And we've got red everywhere, except where we just got those couple of watchtowers, and the palace is automatically given some defense as well. Right. So, well, apparently that happened. We missed it. We missed the attack. Wasn't a big deal. The Almanac provides an overview on the estimated strength and urgency of the rebel threat. Beware, if the guerrillas feel powerful enough to take on your armed forces, they will stage a fully fledged uprising that aims to destroy the palace and end your rule. If your military forces are too strong, they might not even try though. Military buildings either deploy mobile squads or deal with nearby attackers themselves. So basically watchtowers just do it themselves. Barracks send out troops. We need inspect the data on the rebellion, build 2 watchtowers and a barracks. Okay, so let's have a look. Accept that first. In the Almanac, we've got conflicts. Rebellion. Threat is currently low. We've got 4 known rebels. That's it. Cool. So now let's construct what we want. We want a couple more watchtowers, which I think we'll put on the other side of the docks. So, I forget to hold the shift key down every single time. And I'll get better once I start playing missions. I'll get better at that. And then a barracks. Now, barracks, I always like to put the barracks, like, next to, or put our barracks next to that. But I happen to know that the attack's going to happen down here. So it would actually be quicker if I put the barracks down here. Actually, it doesn't take them long to run down there. So, yeah, I'm going to put it there anyway. What the hell? Why not? Quick build. Boom. Rebel uprising. The rebels are starting an uprising despite your armament efforts. Their target building is marked with a floating icon. This is also where your mobile troops are headed for defensive support. The defense will be coordinated automatically if there are multiple targets. You can manually mark one of the targets as priority to concentrate your mobile troops there. During times of war, tourists will avoid Tropico. Defeat the attacking rebels. Right. So, let's see. Let's see, where are they? Where are they coming from? Where are they going to go?
There is a rebellion, Presidente. If these rebels want your attention so badly, they should make an appointment, like everybody else.
I know! How rude! We should not underestimate the dangers posed by violent, heavily armed guerrillas. Even if they were trained by correspondence corps. Please wear the bulletproof wig for a few days, Presidente. Oh, here they come. Right, see, I pressed pause then. Sorry, I pressed the space bar to pause instinctively because it's like every single game, it's pause. But of course it jumps me out. It's going to take me a very long time to get used to that. Now, this is one part of the game that I will say is a little lackluster. Because they just freaking stand here. Now, I think it's because I think they're standing there because this is in the way and they can't shoot at these towers, but the towers can shoot them. If I get rid of this, let's demolish that building. So now they should be able to shoot. Oh, here we go. There we go. And now we see the shooting animation. But let's be honest. They all just stand in a little cluster. And you get this. It's... yeah. It's a little lackluster. I would like a bit more animation. Maybe some of them kneel, some of them lie down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Less said about the better. I think, to be honest, I mean, this isn't meant to be, I guess, like a massive part of the game. So, it's more, this isn't a combat sim. This is a political sim. So I just let them get on with it. Speed it up, let them get on with it.
Although every day the Earth revolves around its axis, so I suppose every day is a revolution.
Well done for figuring that out, Penultimo. Just remember, you can build security infrastructure to uncover those things people are trying to hide from you, like being criminals, or rebels, or bad taste in underwear. When all else fails, the military is always ready to open fire during an uprising or Cinco de Mayo festivals. Cinco de Mayo, sorry.
It is time for you to meet someone Penultimo does not consider a friend.
Oh, I know who's coming. Do not worry, Presidente. He always has time for you, but do not trust him. He only loves money. The broker. You have a personal and semi-legal Swiss bank account, and then there is one person that will never demand anything from you, nor will he judge you for anything you do or don't do. The broker. He'll come with requests from time to time, and you can take them or reject them, up to you. Complete a broker request. Right. So we just need a request, and here it is.
What use is power if you don't exercise it? It'd wither away like a muscle you weren't using. Disastrous.
He is such a slime ball, isn't he? Issue the nuclear testing edict, and we'll get $10,000 to our Swiss account. That's what the S in front of the dollar sign means. So let's accept that. Close that down. Then we'll go to edicts. And where's the nuclear testing? Here we go. You receive $100,000, decreases standing with each faction by 15, raises the healthcare threshold at which citizens can die by 10.
Want to make a quick buck? Superpowers will pay a tidy sum to conduct a few small thermonuclear tests. This is bound to be popular with the local residents, especially if you tell them radiation will give their skin a healthy glow and help them save money on haircuts. Everyone knows that this is the atomic age, and we wouldn't want Tropico to get left behind, would we?
That really is seeing the silver lining, isn't it? Help them save money on haircuts. Oh, good lord. Issue the edict. Oh, a bit of a shake. Somebody's just set off a nuclear bomb somewhere. All right.
Done? Wonderful. What's done is done. After all, no refunds.
So we've done that, and we get $10,000 in our Swiss bank account. Hooray! Now we've got an ultimatum from the environmentalists. I don't like feeling this angry. It really ruins my mellow, man. but you can't seriously keep going down this line. Mother Earth gets angry. And then all the flower people get freaked out. And believe me, you can smell angry hippies a mile away. Quite right. Let's ignore that for now. Offers. You're probably wondering what you need a Swiss bank account for. Well, there are some things ordinary money cannot buy, and coincidentally, this is where the broker can help you out. Once in a while, he will present you with a selection of benefits from which you can choose one by paying him with money from your Swiss bank account. Like requests, the offers of the broker are without obligation. Hint, the overview of the almanac permanently displays your Swiss bank account bank balance. Activate any broker offer. If I go over to the
They call
broker...
me the
yeah, here we
broker.
go.
I guess I had another name once. But you know what names are good for? They're good for getting you arrested, Presidente. Well, that's not my game. My game would be business. Which business? Hey, what have you got?
Oh, God, he's such a slime ball. Yes, nice to meet you, I guess.
A few opportunities came up. Nothing illegal. Well, nothing that can be proven to break any laws.
So, we can choose one of this. What do we want to do? We want to stimulate trade. Gives us a new trade route. Immigration, maybe. Convincing talk. Stage of distraction. But you know what? Let's stimulate trade, shall we? Yeah. Do you want to buy this? Yes, I do. Sold. Done. And there we go. Oh, now, this is... You're going to like this. Raiders. Sometimes you need to resort to unconventional means to achieve your goals. This is when you use raiders to do your dirty work. Pirates, commandos, spies, and hackers. All of them are a product of their respective eras and have a dedicated building. While working, raiders generate raid points, which you require to send them on missions. Once a mission gets started, the raiders gather and depart from Tropico for a time. Then they return until they return successfully. Each raid building specialises in a different area, like resources, military intelligence, or data manipulation. This is reflected in the available missions. So, have a pirate cove, generate points, and go on a treasure hunt raid. Accept. So, let's crank up. Where are we? Oh, pirate cove is right there. Let's put our pirate cove. I don't know, maybe over here. Little bit out of the way. We'll throw in a road, which apparently I can't connect. Oh, there we go. Boom. Let's quick build that. We're on ×4 speed. Good. So it doesn't take too long to get the points that you need. We need 2,000 points, and you'll see that that'll tick up. Should we have a little closer look at the pirate cove? We've got two work modes. Under black sails, which is the basic one, and then on a dead man's chest. The duration of missions is decreased by 50%. Raiders have a chance of 20% to die on the mission. So I'm actually gonna select that because it takes them like about a year to do a mission. So that'll speed it up. And now we've got an ultimatum by the communists. Yeah, whatever. Get over it. Let's see. Where are we? We're waiting for these guys, aren't we? Oh, here we go. The raid points are ticking up. You can see that when you've got it on ×4, the raid points come in very quickly. And bingo. Right, now we can send them on a raid. And we want to go on a treasure hunt. Off you go, boys. Go on a treasure hunt. So what will happen is the raiders will gather here, and then they'll set sail from the pirate cove. Takes them a little while though. Now it does. Oh, there they go. And it is a warship. If I slow this down, oh, there we go. What cannons on? Well, it's got at least one cannon on it. It's kind of. I wish it had got a follower. Oh, we can follow the faction leader. There. Oh, great. Because it's being crewed by one of our people, or several of our people. But there you go. He's got a little gun on the back as well. Arr. So there you go. Go on, you guys. But it's going to take them about a year to complete that. We go to raids. Pirates are departing, executing the mission. Pirates are returning. Yeah, it's going to take them about a year to do that. And here they are returning. Heists. The best thing raiders can do is steal famous world wonders. By the way, they came back from the treasure hunt and we got 5,000 raid points. So, cost us 2,000 raid points to send it out, and it comes back with 5,000. Hooray, we can do more raids. Yeah, the best thing raiders can do is steal famous world wonders from all over the globe. Compared to ordinary raids, these so-called heists take more time to complete and always require you to help the raiders out on their mission with resources or more time, and often both. Each world wonder has an individual and powerful global effect. Also, tourists just love world wonders, and even Tropicans want to visit them at least once in their lives. Unfortunately, most wonders are associated with certain superpowers who will be displeased at being robbed. The different types of raiders have dedicated lists of world wonders, and each group can only steal one wonder per game. Okay, so let's heist stone. So we're gonna steal Stonehenge. Accept. We want Stonehenge. Here we go. So there are 4 wonders that you can steal with the pirates. There's Stonehenge, the Brandenburg Gate, the Hagia Sophia, and the Registan of Samarkand. So let's go Stonehenge. Now again, this is going to take a little while, so I'll whiz it on till something happens. Oh, here they come. They're on their way back.
We've done it. The rocks rolled off the deck and onto the dock.
Oh, sweet. Now, I can do this in your pirate voice. Ha ha ha. Now, none of you men are literate, so there are no written instructions for how to put the heads back together. But I drew some pictures. You need to attach Lintel P to Standing Stone Eye using the diagram on page 8. Then attach the ropes, which are not included. Simple. Oh, love it. And we can now place Stonehenge. So I think we want it. Let's zoom out. Now, where's the waterfall? I think we want it on the waterfall island because that's kind of our touristy island. I think we'll just slap it right in the middle here. In it goes. And look.
Just remember, whenever you want a low-down, filthy snake to lie to you, the broker is always there.
Did you see those people parachute in? Well, there you go. The one good thing he does is help you fill up your Swiss bank account with his requests, and then he helps you spend it with his offers. It's much to go raiding though. Penultimo loves being a pirate, and you'll love keeping all the booty. Yes, indeed we will. Well, there you go, guys. That is the tutorial, start to finish. And I don't know what you think. I love the new mechanics. I love the changes to the mechanics. I love the reintroduction of some of the mechanics from Tropico 4. So yeah. My first impressions of the game based on this are yes, I want to play this game. And if you want to see me play the game, then come back for the next episode. I'm going to be starting the missions. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you for the next one. There'll be a link, by the way, in the video description to the next missions. So peace out.